welcome to Blair in Belgrade TV. I am Blair. I'm an American that has been living in Serbia for the last 2.5 years and living outside the US for about 10 years. And I'm here to share why Serbia is the perfect place to live. Whether you are single, whether you have a family, whether you're divorced, whether you have children, Serbia is a great place for many different lifestyles. And as someone that really advocates for the global expat lifestyle, to be able to smoothly move around the world, it's definitely possible. You don't need to be a millionaire, you don't have to have a lot of money, but it does take intentional planning, and it's not enough just to research online, join Facebook groups, but actually talk to people who have lived the life that I guess you're seeking to live, to live outside the US, to live in Europe. While Serbia is not in the EU, I think that's a huge benefit because with EU countries, it's a lot harder to get that residency, to maybe even eventually get a citizenship. There's language barriers, there's certain skills you must have, and there is a certain amount of money or capital you need to have if you wish to live in the UK or Germany or the Netherlands. Serbia is much more open, much more flexible, and I'm here to share why Serbia is a great place. So let's get started. First, I moved here in June 2022, and I had no idea what to expect. I've bounced around the world a lot over the last 10 years, and it's always important to go to a country with an open mind. I knew nothing about Serbia. In fact, I thought people here spoke Russian, and I was living in Kazakhstan, so I thought, okay, Serbia was maybe part of the Soviet Union. Wrong! Serbia was part of Yugoslavia, and people here speak Serbian, or at that time where it was Serbia, Croatia, Montenegro, and other bordering countries, it was Serb, Croat, Bosnian language. So while people do here speak Serbian, many people actually do speak English, and that's really important, especially if you come from the US and you're not used to seeing a language where it's Cyrillic and not exactly Latin based. For me, I have a Russian base, so it was quite easy for me to pick up learning Serbian. I actually have my own book, Learn Serbian, with me, easy to find. And it's great to be in a place where many people speak English. Many customer service or American companies outsource jobs here, so you have really high quality English speakers here. Many people even sound like me, like American accent. So there's that. Secondly, the cost of living, while it's not as cheap pre-pandemic, it is definitely affordable for the average American. So if you have that remote job, if you have the ability to work from abroad, or even start a company, that is probably what is the best way to get your temporary residency, is to start a company, and through your company, get your residency. And you don't need like 10,000 or 100,000 euros to do that. Really, less than 5,000 euros is a solid start to apply for your residency through a company. And setting up a company, very easy. And I don't say that lightly because I've been in so many different countries where it's just the mental gymnastics, the barriers, the paperwork, the proof of capital just to start a company is a nightmare. But here, very straightforward. So if you have an idea, if you want to be a consultant, if you want to open up a shop, if you want to start an online shop, it's really straightforward. Serbia welcomes foreigners, they welcome entrepreneurs, they welcome investors, and it's quite easy. Next is finding housing. Serbia has really great neighborhoods. So I'm in the city center. That's where I love to be in any city I live around the world. So you have the city center, you have Belgrade Waterfront, which is this beautiful new development co-owned by the UAE government. So you have these luxury apartments and condos, all these new shops. There's a luxury mall called Galleria Mall. So a lot of expats live there. For me, I feel like I want to live in the real Serbia, but it's really walking distance actually from where I am. So Belgrade Waterfront, you have Dorćol, which is really bohemian, chic, a bit expensive, but really nice. A lot of cool cafes and restaurants and bars. You have Vračar, another cool neighborhood. And you have two suburbs like Dedinje and Senja. That's where most of the international schools are, most where many families live. So those are like the top places if you're going to find housing. And a minimum housing, at least starting at 600 euros per month, plus the security deposit. And many places for foreigners are furnished. So if you want to move, don't bring your furniture. That's just too much. You can get a furnished apartment or you can buy furniture here. When you make a move internationally, one thing I learned as an expat, you can actually get furnished apartments. So it makes it so much easier to smoothly move into a place. Next is food. Now, everyone loves their comfort foods, but there are many grocery stores that have fresh foods, fruits, vegetables. They have the bakeries inside. You have a place where you can buy meat, eggs. You can find what you find in the U.S. in grocery stores here, but with the exception of cereals and other, I guess, ingredients that are not welcome to Europe. But you will easily find food. And if you don't want to cook, there are so many restaurants, small and big, international, different cuisines, of course, traditional Serbian foods where you can order. And while they don't have Uber Eats here, they have what they call Glovo or Volt, so you can have your food delivered via the apps. So it's really easy to eat. And if you are like me, a social butterfly, you like to go out and socialize, there's so many different meetups in different communities for expats, different extracurricular activities. So if you like to play basketball, if you like to go skiing, people go to Kopaonik. If you want to play tennis, if you want to play paddle, if you want to play golf, if you like going to nature, they have it here. Serbia really, or at least Belgrade, has pretty much anything if you want that international global lifestyle. And next would be traveling. So if you want to escape the city, it's very easy. There is a train and flights where you can easily travel to Zurich or to Germany, like to Berlin or Hamburg or to London. So there are many direct flights that can take you all over Europe. So earlier this year, I went to London. And last year I was in Montenegro last month. It's easy to travel to Croatia. And this region is small, so you can take your car and you can pretty much drive anywhere. So for now, it's a really good start, I think, with this English speaking, setting up a company, getting your residency, what neighborhoods to live in, finding food is easy, and finding community. So watch next time where I can give you more details of really settling into Belgrade and how it is really a great and underrated city in Europe. Everyone wants to move to Lisbon. I've been to Lisbon, it's not for me. Or to Berlin, or to Vienna, or to Rome, but Belgrade really is a city that has it all. So thank you for watching, and follow me on TikTok at Blair Belgrade, where I share my daily videos, like 2-minute videos of life here and my observations in Belgrade. Also, I am on Instagram at Blair in Belgrade, and check out my website, abcexperiences.com. All right, everyone, thank you.